So one of the other early scenes that I think generated some
Like
disagreement between us while we were watching it was, I had been predicting that in this episode, Theon would go to save Yara. I thought he would die while saving her. And the reason I care about that is because I think he's an awesome character that can redeem himself, but you guys don't think so.
No, you
He
did.
put those little boys up there and burned them and made this was his best friend. And like, no.
He's
Stop.
just too much of a punk.
But that's all happened.
And wait, I don't
He
know.
has-
always has been a
in the
punk.
eyes of the
when they were growing up.
What was that? Sorry.
The first season, Theon was like best friends with one
With
of the
Rob.
older boys.
Rob.
It was Rob. Okay, yeah.
And he turned on him.
In the eyes of the betrayed, he's been redeemed. Like by literally everyone who's been betrayed is like, no, it's cool now. Like, I mean, it sucked, but it's cool. So you guys are holding him to a higher standard than the people whose brothers were thought murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Black women have
Sansa
high
accepts
standards.
Which I guess I
Okay.
get it. I totally.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
that's your decision. But
We
I
are.
just say it like Jon Snow was like, "You led the deaths of many of my family members, but it's cool."
What's interesting about that is that we do have
Only
different
accent you don't
standards.
do well.
I'll do it better.
He does John better
You're
sometimes.
terrible at it.
Just do John as Gollum, you'll be fine. We do have very different standards for what it takes for a character to be redeemed. Like Jaime, I think everybody is like, yeah, Jaime's awesome.
Oh, I
Jaime,
love Jamie.
Right,
Well, Jamie's
you're
hot
right.
too. That helps.
Is it just a physical
I
appearance
think
thing?
also you have to matter. Like if Theon
gotta-
Although
He
we've
have a
seen
hand.
Theon
Has a
naked,
penis.
and that was a good adventure, but still.
But if Theon
Jamie all the way.
disappeared and never showed up, like throughout the whole final season, I'd be fine.
Who?
Theon.
Oh yeah, I
Theon.
agree.
Oh, I really like Theon. I like his
But
arc.
like, does he
It's
matter
a
that
lot.
much to the series?
Theon?
Yeah.
I think he's had a very interesting character development. Like the whole show is
It
about
was a yes or no
loyalty.
question.
Yes, I think he's important to the show.
I think he is. I mean,
That
Yes.
seemed like you were avoiding saying yes.
Yes, he is. I very much, and on the rewatch, I liked his character much more and found his story to be much more satisfying.
Ugh.
One of my favorite scenes, I mentioned this on our Damage Report talk about this, one of my favorite scenes in the whole show is when Ramsay breaks him out of captivity at the Bolton Castle. He takes him around, and then he thinks he's about to be saved, and he confesses to Ramsay, you know, I chose Greyjoy, I turned my back on the Starks, and I was wrong, I chose wrong. And he starts crying because he knows, even though it's not like he's saying that as they're breaking him like in torture. He thinks he's free. He thinks he's okay, and he knows what he did was wrong. And he has worked ever since then to redeem himself. And I think that not every character gets to be the head of a major house or something like that. He represents something slightly on the outside. And I've always really liked that.
right.
I mean, okay.
And it's so difficult to like that's a tough ask of an audience to be like, this guy has given up his entire personal identity and now he is Reek. And now he will go along with some terrible stuff. Like to ask an audience to buy into that, it's ridiculous. But they do a very good job of being like, he was literally emasculated.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this free clip of the Young Turks. Don't forget to become a TYT member today. For more exclusive content, join now at tyt.com/join.